All right. Let me share this link in a couple places. I'll share it in the horse race test server. And on Twitter. So give me a moment to send out those messages, and then I will greet everyone in the chat. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I have waited months for this. You have no idea. There hasn't been any new horse race test content since September 2025. All right, there, it's in the server. Let me tell Beezy that I'm live, just in case Beezy hasn't come over yet, because Beezy has to be here. Beezy, like, if you're listening, this whole stream is, like, dedicated to you, alright? Everyone, like, write thank you, Beezy, in chat. Because this stream would not be possible without Beezy. Alright, let me double check that the link works. Alright, perfect. Hello, Moth Exit, and Chair, and YouTube, Gezuri. I'm sorry, I still don't know how to pronounce your name. Yes, Beezy, 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 Beezy. Alright, now that Beezy's here, we can begin. Alright, perfect. Thank you, Beezy. The stream would not be possible without you. Everybody say thank you, Beezy. Give Beezy a round of applause. Because I literally wouldn't be watching this or any of Horse Race Test if not for Beezy. Alright, guest of honor, now that you're here, we can watch. But first, I want to tell you all the story of Notebook. So let me explain. Whenever we are in the middle of a season or some sort of event, and it's Monday, Blake tweets, "No races on Monday." Sorry, I got distracted by a notification. Okay. So, for a long stretch of time when there was no content at all, there were no races on Mondays. There were no races on Mondays tweets. Because there were no races at all. Hold on, I gotta reply to this message. Alright. Sorry, I just, like, introduced someone else to Horse Race Test, and they're like, why isn't Cyan getting a name? And I'm like, you'll see. Anyway. Yeah, happy birthday, Beezy. Anyway. So, let me just say, can't talk right now. I'm streaming. Enjoy your viewing. There. Alrighty. Now I can focus on the stream. Alright. So Blake would tweet no races on Mondays, and then when there was nothing, there was like a hiatus, there were no races on Mondays tweets. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a few weeks ago, no races on Mondays. So we were all like, what does this mean? When are the races coming? The races didn't come. The next week, again, no races on Mondays, came the tweet. But there were no races the whole week, so we were like, where are the races? Anyway, shortly after that first no races on Mondays, we were told that the races were hidden. And we were unable to find them. We spent a few weeks looking and then eventually just gave up. As the no races on Mondays continued. So we were like, they must be somewhere, but we have no idea where they are, so we'll just have to wait for them to be revealed. So, going back to that first Monday, I have on Twitter, I have 2 accounts. I have my main account, which I use only for horse race test stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter to my channel. That's why I've never shared it here. And then I have another account that's a Cyan roleplay account. And Blake has done this thing on my main account where I'll like ask them something about the lore because I'm like so desperate, and they'll just like my tweet without answering. So then when the first No Races on Mondays went out, on my Cyan account, I made a quote tweet saying, I wonder if I'll be in it. I didn't even think Blake would see it because the tweet had gotten a lot of attention. But lo and behold, Blake did that like with no further context thing on my Cyan account. And so I went over to the Horse Race Test Discord and I said, I have news. On my Cyan roleplay account, I quote tweeted No Races on Mondays with, I wonder if I'll be in the next race. And Blake unliked it. So again, like leaving it very ambiguous. And I was also shocked that they were like trolling me like this even on my roleplay account. So then Blake was active in the server around the same time. So I said, Blake, what do you mean by this? And that's how we finally get this specific notebook emoji called notebook with decorative cover. And I was wondering, like, why notebook emoji? What does this mean? The whole fandom was wondering, what does this mean? We were speculating maybe it has something to do with the notebook next to my name, which comes with the fanfic writer role, so it could have something to do with fan fiction, but we just couldn't figure out what notebook meant. Anyway, I ordered a shirt, and with the shirt came like a card that Blake was sending me in the mail. So the whole server was calling me the Jesus of horse race tests, and saying that the card I was receiving from Blake was their only hope at finding out some lead on the missing races. So we waited and waited and waited, and finally the card from Blake arrived in the mail, and I took a video of my reaction. I was thinking, here we go. We're finally gonna find out what notebook means, which we had at this point been waiting weeks for. This is like several week time skip now. Oh, I'm sorry, Chair. I hope things turn out all right. And hello, Bassie. And yeah, the reason I'm screaming is because the new horse race test is here. So anyway, here we go. This was, like, for all the marbles, basically. We're gonna finally find out what notebook means on this card, right? Not really. Let me show you the video. Roll clip.
I got 2 horses. What? And... What the fuck? What the fuck? I literally just fell over. It's the fucking notebook. Who are these horses? I can't breathe.
So as you can see, I literally got the notebook in the mail. Hold on, I just got a message from Ricochet. I'm getting distracted again. I'm gonna tell him to tune into the stream. Yeah, so now, for whatever reason, Blake is haunting me with this notebook. Specifically the notebook, and you can see it's like the same look. It's literally, you can tell that the emoji came first because this is a drawing. It's a drawing of this specific emoji. So Blake drew the notebook emoji and sent it to me in the mail. And so we still have no clue what notebook means. Just that for whatever reason, Blake keeps sending me that specific emoji, including hands drawn in the mail. And we don't even know if it's anything important. It could just be something that they randomly chose to, like, troll the whole fandom. And we don't know why I'm the chosen one. Like, why me? I don't know, like... So yeah, I'm the chosen one. They literally call me Jesus. And I got a notebook in the mail. So now, without further ado, we're finally gonna watch the newly discovered Season 3, finally found in a Google Drive folder.
You need to explain why it was in the mail. Talk about the shirt.
Yeah, I ordered a shirt. I already mentioned that.
Oh, because otherwise it sounds kind of strange.
Yeah, I ordered a shirt and the card came with the shirt.
They do notes for everybody, right?
Yeah, everyone got cards, but only my card had a notebook on the back. Everyone else just got, like, some horse doodles, like, shown on the front of the card. I was the only one who got notebook on the back of the card. It was insane. Anyway, today, someone finally found the races. Today. And they are in this folder, and I am going to watch them on stream. And we're gonna see whether or not Notebook has any relevance. I have a feeling it won't. Also, this is gonna be a new set of horses, because as you can see, we're going to China. So these are the Chinese horses. So unfortunately, we probably won't see any of our favorites in here. This is gonna be a new cast, but hopefully we can grow to find some new favorites within the Chinese cast. Alright, I'm like kind of nervous, I don't know why. So, I guess we'll just start from the top and work our way down. You're gonna explode? Honestly, same. That's exactly how I feel. Okay. I also don't know how this was found. I'll have to ask about it later in the horse race test server, but right now the server is, like, completely exploding. Like, there's, like, hundreds of messages that I haven't read. Alright. Let's do this. After all these months, it's finally China time. Alright. First race. We've got Clementine Surprise and 3 Fuzaos. Why are there 3 Fuzaos? I guess we're gonna find out.
Sure.
Maybe.
9, 5,
Whoa, the countdown is in Chinese.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I'm betting on Clementine. Some people have theorized that Clementine is the daughter of Jovial and Lightning, so I'm betting on it. They're power-ups? What? This is insane already. Holy shit! Look at her go! Go, Clementine! Go, Clementine! So close, so close. Come on, you can do it. Yay! Whoa! Why does she have Jovial Sprite? What? What? Why does she have Jovial Sprite? Oh, hello, Cosmosis. Welcome to this very chaotic stream. Are you sure you're okay, Chair? I got worried when you left. Okay. The reason she was so fast is because of these, like, there were, like, these golden apple power-ups, it seems, that, like, she ate a bunch and it made her really fast. Which is crazy, because there were no power-ups in the previous seasons of horse race tests. Alright, so that was the, like, her name was previously revealed to be Clementine Surprise. So it's really strange that, that's just straight up Jovial Merriment. That's, okay, I don't know if this is because of, like, her being the daughter of Jovial and Lightning, like a lot of people have theorized, or is this straight up Ascended Jovial? Remember how Jovial transcended at the end of the tournament? What if Clementine Surprise is actually Jovial Merriment transcended? Alright, we gotta watch the next race. Yeah, of course I noticed you, Cosmosis. I read every message in the chat. I'm glad you're okay now, Chair. Clementine be on drugs, taking after her mother, I tell ya. Anyway, how was the volume? Was the race too loud? Could you hear me okay? I just want to make sure before I continue that, you could actually hear me over the race. Yeah, it seems the most likely explanation is that Clementine is the daughter of Jovial and Lightning, because she has Jovial's shape, Lightning's smile, and her color is like a mix of orange and yellow. But that end sprite was strange because I would have expected it to be like a gold horse to reflect Clementine's gold color, but no, that was orange. That was Jovial orange. So I'm, like, confused now. Yeah, there's a lot of theorizing going on here, especially for me. I'm, like, the horse race test theorist. Anyway, we've got the 3 Fuzows now. I'm betting on OG Fuzao, who's like the one here.
Chi. Yo. Wu.
I didn't even know these 2 Fuzows existed before today.
4 3 2 1 Bing.
Alright, see ya, Chair. Wait, let me make this full screen. There we go. Look at this Fuzao, just like slowly. Oh! OG Fuzao is making a comeback. They're just, like, vibing. Look, they're just, like, drifting through the cobwebs. They're just, like, vibing. Also, the background moves now. China must be the Transcendents. Like, I think they must have transcended to China, and that's why there's, like, this, like, psychedelic background and, like, this, like, orchestral music. I think it's because this is Transcendence. China is the Transcendence. Interesting. gee, Fuzao's getting close. Come on. Yes! See, this is what's interesting is Fuzao has its own like sprite. Like that's not Doorknob's sprite. It's like a bit more of like a copper color. So if Fuzao had her own sprite, then why didn't Clementine surprise? Curiouser and curiouser. Okay, I'm reading the chat real quick. Yeah, for whatever reason, there's like power-ups. So far, both of my bets have won. I get the feeling that with the power-ups, the psychedelics, and like the like music, I think this is Transcendence. China is Transcendence. So let's see if we're gonna see Jovial individually at some point later in the races. Because if Jovial doesn't show up later, then I'm sus of Clementine surprise. Alright, here's Clementine again, along with Military Eggy Glory and 5 Empty Bamboo. I am gonna bet on Clementine surprise again. Everybody place your bets. Hello, Livy, come place a bet. Alright, here we go.
4、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1、零。
There's the really easy way and the really hard way, and based on the length of the video, it looks like they're going the really hard way. Clementine still hasn't left the start. Come on, Clementine. Ugh. Seriously? Oh man, it looks like... Oh, I was gonna say it looks like the robot's gonna win, but 5 Empty Bamboo is ahead right now. Come on, Clementine! Clementine! Yeah! See, that is literally just Jovial sprite. And not only that, but like the insane win streak. Like so far, Clementine has won every race she's been in. Is it just like strong genetics? Or is this Jovial? Time will tell. Привет, Jen Freirok. You don't really need a recap right now, Livy, because we're following like a new set of horses, and we don't know anything about them so far. So, like, you could just watch this, without any context. You like 5 empty bamboo? I mean, that does make sense, Beezy, because you like garbage bin. So... A lot of people also noted that 5 empty bamboo looks really similar to Nighttime Nightmare. So it could be that Clementine Surprise is Jovial, and 5 empty bamboo is Nighttime Nightmare, because both of them transcended. Oh, bye, Bassie. Golden apple is something in Greek mythology with Aphrodite. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the hearts, Livy. Alright. Let's go on to the next race. This was the one we just watched, right? Yeah, so this one's next. We're back to the Fuzaos.
9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1、零。
They need to get the key and then go all the way back? Oh my... Honestly, these are really... With the power-ups and the locked spaces and whatnot, it's no wonder that when I saw screenshots of this on Twitter a few days ago, I just straight up thought these were fan races. I literally saw screenshots of Season 3 a few days ago on Twitter, and I literally paid no attention because I just assumed they were fan races. But nope, apparently this is canon. Anyway, I'm really curious as to why there are 3 Fuzaos. It looks like OG Fuzao's gonna win again. Yep, there we go. Another win for OG Fuzao. So far in 4 races, only 2 horses have won. Alright. Clementine's eyes scare you? Why? Cher, you woke up with your bill necklace on and you don't remember putting it on? Maybe someone had some fun while you were asleep. Are the trees supposed to represent the people watching? That's an interesting theory. Okay, we're on to number 5 now. Which, again, with the Fuzaos. But there's, like, more Fuzaos. These... Is it just me or these are different? Why are there so many Fuzaos? That's, like, my main question. Yeah, this race is gonna take a while because there's a lot of obstacles to clear out. And I don't know if the trees represent the audience. Maybe. Could be. Maybe it's left to interpretation. Yeah, maybe they're cloning Fuzao? I don't know what's going on. Maybe if another Fuzao wins, like not the original, we'll get some more information.
9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1、零。
Whoa! Also, I just realized the carrot PNG is different from in the previous races. Like in season 1, are those even carrots? Are those like sweet potatoes? I can't really see because it's like kind of grainy. Those look more like yams or sweet potatoes. I don't think those are carrots, I just realized. they all have different names? That's a good observation, Beezy. Welcome back, Bassie. Yeah, it seems that the apples act as like a power-up. Is Original Fuzhou gonna win again? Or is one of the... Oh, looks like Original Fuzhou. Maybe. Holy shit, I did not see that coming. They're having like a hard time getting in like that particular bend. They just can't hit it at the right angle. I always find it so funny when they... Oh, I just now realized that the apples respawn over time. But yeah, I just find it funny when they eat a bunch of apples and just go crazy. And OG Fuzhou wins a third time. Wow. So far, we've watched like 5 races, and in these 5 races, we've only seen 2 horses win. Alright, let's see if we get back to the others. More Fuzhous! Honestly, I'm getting kind of bored of the Fuzhous. I want to see the other horses, but fine. Theory, the apples have drugs in them? They probably do. It could be rigged. I'm honestly starting to wonder if it is. Because, like, this is statistically improbable. Now there are a whole bunch of different keys. Now I'm just curious if any of the other Fuzhous are gonna win, or if it's just gonna be the same Fuzhou over and over. Oh, that blue key actually wasn't even important. It just unlocked a bunch of apples. Okay, those Fuzhous are smart. They're like waiting at the exit for when someone else grabs the key. Chair is such a Bill simp. That has nothing to do with the race, but it's true. Alright. The gate is open. It's only a matter of time now. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I think it's rigged. I'm starting to think it's rigged. Cause like we've seen the Fuzhous race like 4 times now, and the same Fuzhou won 4 times in a row. That is very sus. That's the one we just watched. So now we're going on to this one.
Sure.
The horse gods are picking favorites. I feel like Blake has always been picking favorites. I mean, like, or at the very least, Blake has had least favorites. Like, I think Blake just particularly likes to torment Cyan and Super And then Jovial seems to be Blake's favorite. Like Blake always like retweets the Jovial edits and whatnot. Theory, one of the reasons on why the Fuzaos keep appearing is because something will happen. Probably. There's gonna be like a huge 360. Oh, to like flip the betting because of the betting odds, because everyone's gonna be betting on the Fuzao who's always winning, and then plot twist, a different Fuzao wins and everyone goes broke. That'll be interesting. All right, let's see. Wow, that rock had propulsion. Cyan is my favorite too. Oh man, the spiderweb spawned right where they happen to be. That's unlucky. Whoa! Wow! Are we finally gonna have a different Fuzao win? Nope. Nope. It's rigged, isn't it? It's rigged. Oh! A different Fuzao won! And this one has a different, like, song. Interesting. So now we finally found out what happens if a different Fuzao wins. It was honestly kind of anticlimactic. Alright. Which one did we just watch? We just watched... We already saw that one. This was the last one. Yeah, this was the last one we watched, right? So this one is next. There seem to be some races missing. See how it goes from 7 to 9? Anyway, we're back with the Oops, I accidentally skipped ahead. Alright. We're back with the Fuzaos, because of course we are. This is just Fuzao race tests now. Zippy Coons! Zippy Coons! Our other guest of honor is here! Everyone give a round of applause for Zippy Coons! Welcome, Zippy Coons, to Horse Race Test Season 3! So far, not much of note is happening. It's just these 3 Fuzaos racing over and over. And this one in particular won race after race. And then this one finally won a race. But we were wondering if it was rigged because this one kept winning. And also there were 2 races, only 2, that didn't have the Fuzaos that were like actually other horses, not Fuzao. And Clementine Surprise, who we initially thought was the child of Jovial and Lightning, had Jovial's, like, sprite, or not like sprite, but the picture on the windscreen, instead of being, like, golden to reflect her color, it was just straight up orange, like Jovial orange, even though the Fuzaos have different colors. So I'm thinking maybe this China's Transcendence and Clementine Surprise actually is a Transcendent Jovial, but we'll see. Yeah, your guest of honor, Zippy Coons, you and Beezy both. Because this stream would not be possible without the two of you. So I'm really glad you showed up today. I didn't think you were going to show up because I haven't seen you around in a while, but I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad you're eating food, Chair. Anyway, let's continue.
4、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1、0。
Oh, I see. It's like almost like a spiral sort of thing now. This place is like really open now. There's not much for them to bounce off of. It's okay, Zippy Coons. At least you're back now. This is like the best stream for you to return to. Did one of them get sadder? I don't think so. I think they've looked like this from the beginning. Oddly enough, the Fuzhou that's always been smiling is the one who's yet to win. Okay, good night, Bassie. It's rigged. It's always that Fuzhou that wins, except once. The dark brown Fuzhou won the last one. But other than that, it's always been that same Fuzhou. It must be rigged. I don't know how, but like it's just so statistically improbable. Anyway, on to the next race. Please, no more. Are you kidding me? More Fuzhous? I'm so bored of Fuzhou. I want to see other horses.
5、4、3、2、1、0。
And it's always like the same music track too. It's like getting old. Wait, there's a lever this time. I wonder what that does. Oh, does that like close this off? Are there like spikes gonna get up here or something so that the horses can't pass through? We'll see. I'm gonna be honest, this is boring compared to the original horse race tests. Like, I just really don't care about these Fuzhous. Like, we've seen them race so many times, and the same one wins almost every race, and like, I just want to see other horses. Oh, I see. It brought up, like, rocks. It's rigged! What did I tell you? It's fucking rigged! This same Fuzhou has won all but one of the races. You like the way they just go insane after eating too many apples? Same. Livy has a joke. Why did the dog bark in the night? There was a cat burglar. They could be triplets. Honestly, I'm more inclined to believe that they're clones. Like horses. I don't know. I don't know. It's horse race test. It could be anything. Dark brown shot off the screen. I kind of saw it, but I wasn't really paying attention. Let me go back.
Good.
Oh. Oh wait, crap. Was that the wrong race? Where was I? It's hard to keep up. I accidentally spoiled the last race. Okay, that sucks, but not really, because I don't really care. I don't give a fuck about the Fuzaos. Yeah, I saw that. Hold on. Because all these apples spawned. All these apples spawned, and that's what shot him off the screen. See? But somehow, like, out of the wall? I don't know how that happened. Anyway, next race, I accidentally spoiled it because I lost track, but I don't even care at this point. Let's just get this over with. I'm bored of Fuzhou. Sequel turd. Yeah, it's a good one. Alright, sequel turd. If the lever did spikes, the tan horse could get impaled. Well, I mean, it's horse race test. You never know, like, if, like, all of a sudden the horses are gonna get tortured. It's happened before. Too much apples and they learn how to fly. That's an interesting idea. This could seriously take a dark turn. This could take a seriously dark turn. It probably will. Honestly, I hope it does, because I'm bored. I want, like, some lore. Like, right now we've just been, like, seeing, like, the same thing over and over with no, like, additional context or lore. Hello, Buckshot. Alright, here we go. Or not. I'm starting to wonder if if this, like, drive doesn't contain all the races. Because there's just too many Fuzhou races. Like, what happened to all the other horses? So now I'm wondering if the other races are still missing. So maybe eventually I'll do, like, if that's the case, I'll do, like, another stream going through the rest of Season 3 that isn't just Fuzhou over and over. The happiest Fuzhou is still yet to win a race, interestingly. You thought of something that is most likely not true? Well, share it anyway, Beezy. I'm interested.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1.
What if these are science emotions in some form? So, like, more nightmares? Wait, what are those things? They look kind of like faces. Oh, they are! One of them just ate an apple. What if one of those wins the race? Okay, now I'm finally interested. Now, finally, something interesting is happening. But yeah, I do think it's unlikely. Though I do remember some people in the server, when Fuzhou was first revealed, like, comparing Fuzhou to Cyan and saying that Fuzhou is, like, Chinese Cyan. But we'll see. Okay, good night, Cosmosis. Is this like how the other horses are created? Like, if one of the rocks wins the race, are we gonna see like a whole new horse? Because they can move, they make noise, they eat apples, they have faces. Maybe these are like proto-horses, if that makes sense. Oh, it seems they can't get past the red circle. Never mind. This one here seems to have taken on a life of its own. Look at it go. Okay, yeah, one of them... Okay, so they can't win the race. Okay, but still. Now I'm curious. What are those things? Alright. This Fuzhou is catching up in win count. Yeah, I wonder if those are like the clones that are still in development. There seems to be some sort of cloning thing going on. Seems like it's just Fuzhou's from here on. That's disappointing. Proto Horse sounds like an epic band name. Yeah, I can see that. I was hoping a rock face would win too. Yeah, maybe these are like failed horse developments. Maybe these are like the failed proto horses that weren't created properly. Yeah, I did get the feeling that the horses were like created in a lab anyway, so that like actually aligns with my headcanon for like the horse race test horses being like created in a lab or something by Race Master. Anyway, even more Fuzhou races. Wait, what? Did you see that? Look at the look at the bottom. There's like a... I can't really... There... It's like some sort of social media account. See down there? It's like pulling up something. I wonder what that is. Yeah, now it's up here. What is this?
4、3、2、1.
It's like, so they're like on social media? Oh, and then those face things, like, disable the rocks. So then, like, they go dormant, but then they can pass through the rocks. Huh. Wow. That one is like spazzing out. Holy crap. Holy crap. And the rock thing didn't stop moving when the race ended. And the lighter Fuzhou is still yet to win a single race. So we just watched that one. Alright, there's 3 left. This feels kind of anticlimactic, honestly. I didn't think it was gonna be only Fuzhou. China? More like Fuzhou. You named them Sequel Turd and Steroids on Crack. You've come a long way, Zippy Coons. I remember when I was calling Doorknob Turd Horse, and you were like, no, don't call her Turd Horse. That's not her name. And now here you are with Sequel Turd and Steroids on Crack. I have taught you well.
Shi, jiu, ba, qi, liu, wu, si, san, er, yao, ling.
If you can't find someone to blame, just blame the axolotl. That's funny. I just realized I should have worn my horse race test shirt. I'm still in my sleepwear because I didn't feel like getting dressed today, but I should have put on my horse race test shirt for the occasion. I wonder what's gonna happen when those... Are they merging souls with bodies? That just occurred to me. What if they're like... What if the face rock things are souls? And then, like, the meatball things are bodies? And the horses are, like, creating life without even meaning to by merging the souls with the bodies? And then we're gonna have a bunch of new horses. And what if that's how horses are made in horse race tests? I think the light horse is gonna get jealous and throw a rock at the tan horse, killing them. That would make things more interesting, that's for sure. The shirts drop every once in a while. Like, it's like literally like just every few months. And I got a new shirt not too long ago. It arrived a few days before Christmas. And now it'll probably be like a while before they go up for sale again. Anyway, second to last race.
Shi, jiu.
I really do feel like there's races missing, especially since we saw some other horses at the beginning and then they just never returned. So I'm probably gonna do like a part 2 to this once the rest of the races are found, because this cannot possibly be the entirety of season 3. It can't be just Fuzhou. Especially since there's some horses that were revealed as season 3 horses that we haven't seen in any of these videos yet. Like Horse, Duck Horse, and Everyday Aquarium. They haven't shown up once, so there must still be a bunch of races missing. And maybe the Fuzhou races were just the easiest ones to find for some reason. But like, this has gotta be like a B plot. Like, I feel like we still aren't seeing the main story. I just got a notification from the horse race test server saying, but Fuzhou! Meanwhile, I'm watching these Fuzhous jump around, just thinking, fuck Fuzhou! I want to see, like, the actual plot unfold. Oh darn, Ricochet was unable to make it to the stream because his VPN wasn't working. Probably because it's a Saturday night over there. Honestly, I think I'm gonna end the stream once I'm done watching all these Fuzhou races. Because I want to go talk to Ricochet. He's my best friend and I love him. The last test says elephant. Really, BZ? That's really interesting because Blake tweeted up like a drawing of an elephant the other day. So I wonder if that elephant was like the key. Because Blake tweeted a drawing of an elephant and the server went crazy and I was like, why are you going crazy? It's just a drawing of an elephant. Let Blake draw animals that without like racing them. But apparently, I was wrong to think that they were going crazy because the elephant was actually relevant to Season 3, I guess? Thanks for translating that, BZ. You want Clementine back? Me too. I just want anyone other than Fuzhou back, honestly. I'm so sick of Fuzhou at this point. They must eat the carrots to stay horses? Then what's gonna happen to the light Fuzhou who hasn't had a single one? Is light Fuzhou gonna become an elephant? Is that what happens if they don't win? They become an elephant? Oh, they're getting really close. Oh, they actually won! For the first time! Yeah, there's definitely stuff missing, because there was so much of the Fuzhous, and there were like 2 races with like non-Fuzhou horses. There's gotta be more that just haven't been uncovered yet. It can't just be Fuzhou, especially since there's some horses that we know are going to be Season 3 that haven't even shown up here. So this can't be all of Season 3. This is like half of it at most. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Yes, I did know that penguins mate for life. I did not know that slugs have 3,000 teeth. What if one of the horses is named Notebook? That would be crazy. But I don't think that's gonna be the case. Because we already got their names revealed. Unless one of Fu Zhao's clones has a Notebook-related name, though I doubt it. The light one becomes an elephant and throws a rock at Tan. We'll see. Yeah, Light Turd finally won. Light Turd was basically like the underdog. Almost like the Cyan of the Fu Zhaos. Zippy Coons, for context on Notebook, rewatch the beginning of the video once the stream ends, where I tell the Notebook story. The elephant is named Notebook? That would be crazy. Alright, here we go. Elephant race. Oh. That was... That was so anticlimactic that I'm speechless. Like, I literally don't even know what to say in response. This is the whole elephant video. And that is, in fact, the elephant that Blake shared on Twitter. Okay, so there's definitely some stuff missing. They're like, I don't know, like, someone found all the Fu Zhao races, okay, but, like, what about the other horses? There's definitely stuff missing, because Fu Zhao is far from the only horse in Season 3. We know that. There are horses that haven't even shown up yet, so there has got to be more. So, I guess once more is found, I'll stream my reaction to that too. I really hope that that's actually, like, interesting. Because, like, with the Fu Zhao races, like, they added a lot of new mechanics. But, like, in terms of lore, we didn't get anything. I wonder if they built the elephant out of those rocks. I don't even know if the elephant's actually going to participate in a race. We don't know, like, how the elephant formed or what its importance is. This definitely feels incomplete. And you can even see numbers missing here. Like, map 1, test 2. It's like, where's map 1, test 1? Or like here, when it goes from map 7 to map 9. So, there are definitely still more races that are yet to be found. Let me catch up with chat one more time. The elephant escaped and is going to kill you? We don't know what the elephant's motives are. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Moth Exit. Maybe the elephant was created by all the faces and rocks combined. Why is all the stuff in Chinese? Because it takes place in China. Anyway, I know this was a shorter stream today, but I'm gonna be honest, I really want to go talk to Ricochet now. So I hope you all enjoyed this spontaneous chill stream, And until the next one, remember, reality is an illusion, the universe is a hologram. Bye, gold. Bye.